your home and you. This month we want to talk about spring and how to transition into this warmer weather that we've been enjoying.
So for me, for spring, well, especially in the Houston area, we experience it a lot earlier than the rest of the country. And I think it's hard because you're ahead of the curveball and you still want to be on trend, but you don't know exactly what to do. And one thing that I love is wearing a white t-shirt. So we've styled Sharon to do a white t-shirt, and we're just going to do it in a couple of different ways.
Okay.
I think a white t-shirt is obviously the very basic that you can get, but it's such a transitional piece. And you can wear it like with what you have right now is just a statement necklace, and you can wear like a straight pant and a flat, and you're ready to go. Pull your hair up, you're ready to go and run some errands or meet up with some girls. I think for like
I feel cute. Like
yes.
I don't feel dressed down or sloppy.
Exactly, yeah, and I think that's what it's all about. Is dressing down doesn't have to be in your slummy clothes. It's just, like I said, you could run errands in this, and you wouldn't be too hot or anything like that. But if you wanted to amp it up just a little bit, you could add a scarf, and we'll just put that around you. Okay. And you could just wear it like this, where it's just down, and it's kind of like a Frenchy, you know, very casual look.
Yeah.
I would
leave the ends?
You could tie them together. You could tie them apart.
Okay.
Either way. But this is just like like a step up, so you could go and meet your girlfriends for lunch or something.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. And then, and if you wanted to, maybe not with such a big necklace, but you could add a little bit more of an earring to it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so, I mean, it could be either way. And then another thing that we were talking about before is either adding a blazer. So you could take off this scarf and add a blazer or like a denim jacket or, you know, something like that. And that's just another, because it's still spring and because you're still layering clothes, that's just another layer that you can add that wouldn't get too fussy.
Great thought, good idea. Now a question I have, type of t-shirts. We're not talking about, you know, any old t-shirt.
Right.
So like this one's a nice material and a little more form-fitting. It's not slouchy. Where's a good place to shop for t-shirts, and what are we looking for in those white t-shirts?
Okay, perfect. I love that question. So I love Target because they're cheap and because it's a white t-shirt. We all know what happens.
This is where this came from.
Okay, I was going to ask because they have the great V-neck lines. I love Target and Old Navy. They have great t-shirts. And we all know what happens to white t-shirts. They end up getting yellowish. You know, you sweat, so everyone gets a pit stain, or your makeup gets on it and you can't quite get it off. So go to Target or Old Navy where it's going to be cheaper.
Good.
And a thicker cotton. So go for, because a white t-shirt, I hate having to layer upon layer.
Me too.
Because, well, again, in Houston it's
way too hot for that. I don't want to wear a camisole underneath.
Exactly. So go for just a little bit thicker material. This is perfect because you don't have to layer too much. It's a nice material. It's a durable material. A cotton, 100% cotton is the best way to go, I think. And yeah, so just something that's just a little bit thicker so you don't have to. And get a great white or neutral colored bra. So
I was going to ask, I know for me and my skin tone, the like off-white, the tan sort of taupey colors look best underneath.
Are best, yeah. So it's not like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So that's perfect. One idea that I really like, I'm just going to share a couple of ideas for the white with the white t-shirt. And I really like, if you're going to dress it down just a little bit more, everyone's seen like the Keds. Shoes.
Yeah.
So you can wear your white t-shirt with either jeans or a pencil skirt and your Keds. So you're still like, you know, you could run errands still, you could do things, you could meet up with the girls, you could do a lot of different stuff, and it's still a casual.
I can picture that. That's really cute. For me, I would wear the jeans with the Keds, and Keds is like bringing back old school for me. I used to have them a long time ago.
Yeah, and they come out with such cute prints now, so yeah, you could definitely dress it up. And then the other idea I like is just a crop pant and a trench coat. So again, for spring, your trench coat's going to be a little bit lighter. The spring rain will keep that off of you. You could just throw your trench coat on, keep your statement necklace on, and be out the door, and wear it with a flap. Or you could even wear your rain boots if it's a rainy day.
Oh, I love those ideas. I can't wait to try some of them out.
Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, and then you had...
Yes, well, as soon as Christmas is over, the first thing I start looking forward to is not just spring and the warmer weather, but the garden and flowers. The whole reason that I plant rose bushes and other things like that is to bring them inside. So I want to talk about some really inexpensive ways to bring the outdoors in and dress up your home for little to nothing. Normally I would, when things are starting to bloom, I go outside and clip those and spread them around in different arrangements. And then in that case you don't have that little packet that comes with flowers. So there's all kinds of suggestions on how to make your own flower preservative. I'm going to leave a link to some of those ideas in below.
Okay.
But yeah, nature walks. It's a good time to get outside anyway. Nature walks, clip what you like, bring it home. And I'm also going to share some tips for cutting your flowers and all that stuff so that they will last longer. You want them to last as long as they can. Now, if it, like Chelsea mentioned, down here, we get to see all those blooms in the warm weather much sooner. So if that's not the case, go to the grocery store. And again, I've said this before, but I recommend Trader Joe's. You can buy bouquets for half the price of the grocery store price. So I want to show you, I went the other day, and these eucalyptus stems are, first of all, they smelled divine when I first got them. I'm not sure if they still do. I don't have that great sense of a smell anyway. But $2.99, and this is just one of the arrangements.
Oh wow!
I spread out the bunch into 3 different places in my home and just brought spring indoors.
Oh, I love
that. It just brought life. It just brought my home to life, which I was so ready for after the gray, cold, dreary weather.
Exactly.
So super inexpensive. Then this is obviously very basic. Grab a bouquet of roses or tulips or whatever your favorite flower is and tuck those in as well. And then I like to mix greenery to add different texture and color. So variegated leaves, and then or darker waxy glossy leaves with like the the flat
oh, I love that.
added with the color. And anyway, that's a nice, fun, inexpensive way to bring spring indoors and just liven up your space.
Right. So I had a question along with this. So if you're adding in your flowers, do you want your flowers to be taller than the leaves, the same height as the leaves? Does it matter?
You're gonna want to stagger, I think. So to me, the flower, the color is the centerpiece of the arrangement. So, and the leaves are the texture. So I like to, I like it really when the leaves sort of arch out over. And I'm not an expert arranger. I just play with it until I like it.
Okay.
So that's one of those things where don't worry about rules.
That's a good point.
I just like to get all Martha Stewart in my kitchen and turn on the sink and lay out all this floral stems and get my garden shears and just have fun with it.
Okay.
You know, one tip I have heard of, and I do think it really adds a little elegance and professional look to a bouquet. I'll bring this back over, but is to line the rim with something. So, like I was saying earlier, the variegated leaves, so that there's different layers.
Oh, okay.
Like in a container garden, you have the thrill, which is the real tall, and you have the spill, which kind of hangs over. And then you have the fill, and I think in this case the fill is the color. Okay. Yeah, so you can kind of follow that. Yeah, I would think.
Okay, that's great. I love that tip. I'm always like, I think that's a good point though. Just play with it until your eye likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust your eye.
That's great.
That's always my bottom line advice for anything home. Trust your eye.
Trust your eye, and that goes for fashion too. If something feels a little, your eye is so trained to know. If something feels a little bit off, it probably is off. So just play with it.
Yeah, agreed. Well, those are our spring tips. We hope you enjoyed them, and if you did, subscribe for more style secrets and share us with your friends. Just